government issue.
Especially after the apex court had made that all-important pronouncement in 2024.
So
all right, folks, let's move on to our next story. But please be informed that an executive order is a written, signed, and published directive from the table of Mr. President that manages operations of the federal government. It's no longer news that President Bola Tinubu had issued an executive order sometime back directing remittance of all oil and gas revenues to the Federation account. Now, the order was dismissed by Pengasan. Please go to the records and know why. But governors of the South-South zone are on the same page with Mr. President on this. They described it as a historic and landmark decision that will trigger a critical shift toward the restoration of constitutional integrity in Nigeria's petroleum sector. Need we say more, Dotun? And just to add, Barrister Agbakoba has joined forces with the governors. They are saying the president is right to do so.
Well, so many people have said the president happens to be right. I don't know so much about the economy, but from what I've read so far, the arguments for and against, I back those who are saying the president is right. And I'll tell you why. Before the president made that pronouncement via an executive order, there have been this back and forth over the Petroleum Industry Act. People pointing out gaps.
Okay.
There have also been this back and forth over NNPC and
NNPCL
retainership of about 20–30% of the fund. If you recollect, the last Federal Accounts Allocation Committee meeting didn't hold conclusively on time because the state said NNPC was holding some money, which could do them a lot of good. And
if the money were released.
Yes, to the states. Because we've said it here that now the subnationals should also be held liable. Accusing fingers should not be pointed at the federal government only, all of the time. Even some are putting up arguments that if the subnationals are not doing so well, the revenue formula should be changed. Whereas some of us are agitating that formula should be further skewed in favor of local governments first and then the states, because the local governments are closer. They are the closest arm of government to the people. So why will they not get more and do more?
Okay.
Because now we want to hold them accountable. So if you now have some agencies of the federal government who are in charge of our oil proceeds, who are holding so much and doing so little. Let's focus on NNPC. We've not had NNPCL. Let me, it's that name has been there for a long time. Let's focus on NNPCL. We were told that the kind of salaries being earned in that place is a lot. But at the same time, we are also telling NNPCL that we are not seeing what they are doing. And one major area, critical one, that we have seen is in terms of giving us petrol, diesel, kerosene, and gas to use.
Kerosene is still there.
People still use kerosene. We can't take that out. Not forever. So, a private individual in the name of Aliko Dangote now came and did what you people have not been able to do in 10–12 years. And we are having regular supply. And you people
and he's promising to do more.
And you people are taking money. You are repairing refineries that people have told you these things can't work under your watch. And all of you are still sitting there earning so much. And people are watching. The president now says, okay, I want to stop all of this.
Okay.
Stop taking this money. Let us put it in the central purse. Let us even see what we're earning. Some are saying it is not impossible that from all of these things that will be taken away, the government will get about 15 trillion. So why are we not going to support that?
Yeah.
Why would the governors not support that? Yes, some are bound to argue. A lot of governors also waste money.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But people are beginning to hold the governors
accountable
to account now. They are calling them out big time. And we can see some movements in some states. We cannot generalize and bring all the governors under one umbrella and see all of them. They are in the same mold.
Okay.
We can see Lagos. We just mentioned Lagos during the issue of the housing. Something is happening in Lagos. If it is roads, we can see the Maryland Okwebi Link Road that is being done now is going to be a massive investment which is going to bring massive relief to the people.
Oh, yeah.
We can see Ekiti State. Something is happening there, especially in the agri sector. There are some states like that.
Yeah.
We can see rivers. A lot happened in the past. A lot is still happening now. So many states. So why can't we make these funds available and go and hold these people accountable, courtesy of Mr. President?
Okay. Again, we'll turn things over to BKO. BKO, so after listening to Dotun, you are wondering where Pengassan is coming from when it opposes this move by Mr. President.
Well, Pengassan believes that this will lead to job losses because a significant chunk of money that NNPC used to keep, the president has now said, no, you are not going to keep these monies. Pay directly into the Federation account. So governors are confident that mandating all operators and contractors under the production sharing contracts to remit royalty oil, tax oil, and profit directly to the Federation account will significantly plug revenue leakages.
Okay.
NNPC has not been accountable. Most times they do not remit. Look at how much debt that the president has cleared on behalf of NNPC.
Okay, yeah.
Because if they were left alone, they won't be able to pay this. But it had accumulated over the years. There is a glaring lack of accountability on the part of NNPC. So these governors are saying, look, this is a positive step towards financial justice for subnationals, especially the oil-producing states, which will make.
Are you there? I guess we have a glitch.
The glitch, yes. But like I was saying, these things will make life easier for people.
That's it.
You know, we shouldn't use the bulk of our revenue.
Okay,
BK is back.
BK is back. Sorry, BK, we lost the connection to you for a while. Yeah.
Yes. So they welcome. They also welcome the president's promise to take a second look at the PIA. Remember, the governors of the oil-bearing states and other stakeholders demanded for 10%. To be due to the oil-producing states. But at the end of the day, it was 3% that was approved. They are not happy with that. They believe that this was an act of injustice. And since the president has said that the PIA will be looked at, they are happy with the president on this. The PIA also stipulates that the federal government will talk directly with communities and even oil companies. And they are saying, look, these are our states. why should the federal government talk directly with communities? We are the ones, we live with them, we know them. We are the ones who should actually be talking directly with them. So they are confident that they will have more money to work now that this situation is being reversed. One of the reasons they went for Adeosun, the former Minister of Finance, was because she openly complained about the NNPC not remitting when they should. You know, and a lot of the corruption, you know, they're choosing on their own how much they are going to pay as a subsidy, determining our consumption level in a manner that many Nigerians found unbelievable. Even the then Minister of Petroleum Resources, Minister of State, said he could not believe the consumption level that NNPC announced. Because since they were allowed to pay for subsidy directly from crude oil sales, the whole thing was being thoroughly mismanaged by them. No accountability.
Yeah.
So if they say we are consuming, there was a time they claimed we were consuming more than 100,000 liters, 100 million liters a day. Today we are doing 50. We are doing 50 million.
Yeah.
So how do you explain us consuming petrol at that level when there is no evidence from the licensing offices that more people have bought cars than even during the Jonathan era when we had greater prosperity? So it just didn't add up. So many people now see that with this decision by the president, there will be greater accountability. You have no right to keep all of that money.
Yeah.
You know, so everything, and it's in line with our constitution, which says that revenue due to the nation and its federating unit shall be shared between the federating units. So now all the monies will go straight to the federation account. States will have more money to work with, and everybody should be happy.
Yeah.
But as for Pengasa and the rest of them, this is what they do all the time. When anytime they said, okay, let us do something about the refineries. Let's sell the refineries, they will be up in arms. Don't sell the refineries. And refineries were there for 10 years, not producing a drop of refined petroleum products. Look at Kaduna Refinery, for example. When was the last time that any serious activity happened at Kaduna Refinery? And people they are collecting extortionate salaries.
Oh yeah. Thank you, BKO. You know, Dr. Quickly, Mr. President, as a player in the field, you know, he knows the dynamics, oil and gas. Whatever he does must come for a reason, a good reason.
And he has very good advisors.
And as I said, Barrister Agbakoba said, no, I'm on the same page with Mr. President, so he should know.
He has good advisors also.